Hi Libra, so this is going to be your ACEs reading type, and if you want to know more about the ACEs reading type, which is new or renewed, anything renewed or new happening in your life with regards to your thoughts, passion, feelings, as well as your 3D world, we're going to take a look at all of those aspects of you and your life right now. All right, so let's just remember the tarot basics, which is take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as you see fit. Doesn't resonate, check your other placements, or I'll catch you in the next one. All right, and also for more knowledge about this reading type, kindly check out the description box of this video. You will understand what I'm talking about in terms of all these four aspects of our life. These four aspects constitute our whole energy in this 3D world. All right, so let's just see your thoughts first, your thinking, anything new, idea, communication, any idea that's coming to your mind, truth, Ace of Cups. All right, so we have, okay. It seems like we want love and we know it to be true and we're committing to it. And there's something spiritual arriving at your door at the right time. A new opportunity of love. It's going to present itself to you. I don't think it's coming from you. I think it's coming to you. And also, if that's not the case, well, then recently we have come up with this idea that we want to commit to new love now, pursuing new love, accepting new love. I'm only going to accept new. Past need not apply. Exes need not apply. You're suggesting this to me very strongly, and I feel like the universe is delivering you eventually a new love opportunity, one that's more spiritual in nature, one that's more aligns with your values too. Hierophant is also your values, what you feel like is your right and wrong, your definitions of right and wrong, your definitions of what you want to live your, the rules you want to live your life by, right? And the judgment is a lot of lessons have been attached to you in order to reach here, in order to understand that you want this, a certain kind of love that should align with your values. And that value cultivation, your standards cultivation took some time, took some lessons, took some trial and errors. And I feel like we are making up this mind. Yeah, you're very intuitive as well. I mean, you know, so it's happening recently that you are committing more and more to new, pursuing new, accepting new, more so accepting new, because you are understanding that you have a full heart space, and so you deserve the same in return. Somebody's full heart space as well, somebody's emotional commitment, so to speak. I want somebody's emotional commitment. They should not flinch, they should not phase, they should not change. Their love should not change. Their love should be unwavering. Their love should be loyal to me and me only, because mine is, so I expect the same in return. That's actually true, you know. I don't contest that. Oh, so there's a very strong connection that's being introduced to you. That's why this is a very strong energy here being presented to you, and you don't know how this fit into your reality, but you are feeling very strongly about it. Yep, there is a potential of relationship here, but the Ace of Swords, look at this, the Ace of Swords. You understand what your happiness is, don't you? That took you walking away from a lot of things that were dissatisfying, and then when you walked away from those dissatisfying cups, unhappy cups, that's when you reached to the 9, right? 9 comes after 8. So when you walked away from situations, that's when you approached what truly makes you happy. You are consolidated in that truth, and you're confident about that truth, about what real ideal relationship looks like to you in terms of real life, in terms of how it shows up for you, in terms of how it should look like to you. And I feel like there is somebody here being introduced to you, and you're calling out upon the horizon too. You're manifesting it. I don't know if it has come about, but you feel like, I'm ready for new love, I'm ready for my lover, I'm ready for my next strong connection. Bring it on. It should be solid. I'll only accept it if it's solid. I'm not looking towards on and off, hot and cold stuff. I want commitment. I want, even if it's not just marital commitment, let's just put it that way, it should be committed to its feelings. It should be able to stand by what it says. It should be able to stand by what it says it feels about you, right? Or about this connection and what it means to them. They should be able to stand upright and forthright in that value, in that belief, right? If you say something to me, you better mean it. You better mean it day after, and maybe a few months from now as well. It should be unwavering. It should be unchanging, you know? And that's what you want. And I feel like there is something arriving. You're confused about it as well. You're working through it. You don't know what will come. I feel like you don't know what will come forward, but you feel it coming towards you. And I feel like somebody has been working up the courage as well, because it's looking towards you. Somebody acknowledges a very strong pull towards you. And I feel like They have been working through this, how to approach you, how to say what they want to say to you. I feel like they have a huge respect for you, huge regard for who you are as a person. That's why they're showing up with a very clear energy. They have a luggage of confusion behind them, overriding. They're trying to override that confusion as well. They're trying to come forth with a lot of surety because they know probably that you won't accept any less than clarity of mind, clarity of action, clarity of feeling. The Ace of Wands, your passions, the Ace of Wands for the Ace of Wands. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's a starting structure. It's a starting structure for with this person. I feel this might be a friend. This might be a collaboration. Wait, just let me clarify some more. I feel like that could be work as well. So we'll take a look at this. Let's just take a look at this. If it's relationship, this relationship oriented, well, then it's a new beginning for you. It's new. It's new. And I feel like you're curious about it. This might be a friend, this might be a collaboration that we met through friends, through workspace, that we are collaborating with, or a project that you took up, and that's where you met this person. They got your interest, they got your passion, interested, right? You feel a fire in here in this situation, and I feel like they do too. But they feel more so love. They're committing to the love part more so than just the passion part, but you feel the passion. The ace. You got all aces, baby. That's the tarot jackpot. You hit the jackpot of aces. What the hell? The Queen of Cups. They might be at a distance, I feel. They might be at a distance. It might come off as a work opportunity at first, but you feel more than this, right? You feel that your heart space is also being tinkered with. Your passions are being tinkered with in this particular situation. This is amazing. This is amazing. I love it. Don't get me wrong, you have your confusions about this, you have your doubts about this, but overall, in general, where this is at, that's the Two of Pentacles that I was looking at. Maybe you are at a distance and something is being offered to you, maybe work from home opportunity, maybe a collaboration that you can collab with at a distance. But the thing is, it's like you feel some strong pull, you both feel some strong pull towards each other, and that's why somebody is working through that energy of bringing this more into their reality. How can I make this a part of my reality? I feel like that's the other person that's trying to bring you into their reality, that's trying to pull you into their reality, right? And you might have to travel to see this person, you might have to travel to accept this opportunity. Relocation might be the case in order to collab with this. And I feel like you're open to collabing with this. You are collaborating with this situation. You are telling me you have a very strong heart space attached to you. You're very soft hearted. Some people might have called you a little bit sensitive, but hey, you have a pure heart. You have pure intentions. You don't mince words. You don't mince feelings. You have a huge heart and you don't apologize for it. So stand tall in that, honey. Pure heart and a full heart, a mature heart space is very rare to find these days. So all right, I was intending to switch decks, but I guess I did not. So we'll take these three cards. Six of Wands, High Priestess, and the Hermit. You've done so much healing and it shows, bitch. Sorry. I have been watching Breaking Bad, and that's why I said it feels like, it's resonating with me as well at the same time. So if it's resonating with you, well, honey, I am proud of you. I am really happy for you. And you're proud too. You're proud of your healing. You're in touch with your intuition, and it required a lot of healing on your part. You're pretty confident in where you're at and where your heart space feels is at. You see, you're good with where you're at. You're good with where your heart is right now in this moment and how full it feels. But that took a lot of time and healing and lessons attached to you. I told you, you have a lot of lessons attached to you, but you're also showing me healing. That's the highest form of healing you can get in the all the tarot decks. Let me tell you that very clearly. And I feel like you've been healing. The Hermit, it was calling to me. I don't know why. I just felt like I should pull out that card. It's the first card, the Hermit. So basically, you've been healing, double healing. I'm telling you, man, you've been healing so much. And it took time. Don't get me wrong. It took time. It took a lot of understanding. It took a lot of unraveling the past experiences, getting in there, tackling every situation, every conversation, every action of yours and other people's, and trying to understand who you are, what you're about, where you're going in this lifetime. Are you even on the right path or not? And then you got yourself in alignment with yourself. That's the process that led you up to your intuition. And now you're highly in touch with it. And I feel like there's some sort of recognition too attached to you. You get a lot of attention because you are glowing from within. You are connected to yourself. You're being authentic. That's why you are getting a lot of attention. You're glowing from within. It's like, it's quite sort of confidence that you feel because you're in touch with yourself. You have a slower pace attached to you now. You have much more mature space attached to you now. You've become much more calm and toned down. But don't get me wrong, that pride element is still strong in you, but it's more quieter. It's not that showy offy. Of course, you look good, and that's why you get attention. I'm seeing that energetically, you look chef's kiss. I'm saying I'm borderline attracted to you. Seriously, what is this? So much power, energy. Look at how many aces and positive cards we've got. I mean, you took all the positive cards here. Let's see more on your heart space. Let's look at this Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords. You're telling me I'm going to take action towards this, but if it's not emotionally on the same page with me, if it's not trying to be emotionally on the same page with me, if it's not trying to have the same emotional goals, then I can try, but there will be a limitation to that as well. I can try in as much as I can, but then I'll back off if it's too disappointing. If it shows up as disappointing, then I will probably just leave it alone. But overall, in the general sense, I feel like you're inspired to take action towards this person. I feel like you're inspired to take a chance on this situation because it speaks to your passion, your enthusiasm got interested, and I feel like you're cutting through any sort of past disappointments that you might have experienced with other people in your past, other things in your past. You're telling me that I don't want to deal with any of those things. I'm done. I'm done being sad. I'm done getting in my own way. Like if any new situations present itself, I I can't tell myself that, oh, this will end up the same way. So let's just not try. And that use past disappointments as an excuse to not try again ever. In love, in life, in career, whatever that is. You're telling me that I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let it. I have too much experience attached to me. Hermit is experience. Too much experience and time attached to you, honey. You've been healing for years, I feel. It's not just 1 year. No, no, no. I feel like you've been at least more than 1 year. Let's just put it that way. And you're glowing, man. You're glowing. You shouldn't even be here. If you're out, well, go live your life, baby. The Queen of Cups, it's repeating at this point. Look at how consistent your energy is. You got your heart in order, honey. You got in touch with yourself. You don't need me. I don't think so. You're telling me you have a way of expression here. You have a way of expressing yourself that is very emotional in nature. For some of you, very vulnerable you are. You don't shy away from wearing your heart on your sleeve. Let's just put it this way. You express yourself when you are needed, when you feel like you're needed, and it comes from a very healing place within you. You think about your words as well. You think about the situations where it needs your love or love expressions. And if it doesn't, well, you then keep to yourself. You be quiet. You stay quiet. There's a lot of organization attached to your love expressions. I feel like that's a part of healing that has come about. Probably you might have been somebody who expressed their love without thinking, without blinking, and that might have gotten you a lot exhausted, put you into disappointing situations. You might have hoped things from people that were nearly not as capable as you. But I feel like now we are more quiet. Now we are more balanced in our approach. Now we take some time out. Like, I'm feeling a certain feeling. Okay, I'm going to take my time out. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to feel what I feel, and I'm going to think about those as well from a very detached space. And I'm going to get consolidated in what I feel as a sure answer, and then I'm going to respond. So you are more responsive now with your feelings. You're being more cautious. Not just cautious, you're being more peaceful in your approach. It's not cautious. It's not, otherwise I would have seen Seven of Wands. It's more peaceful sort of cautious. Like I take my time out before responding, before delegating my heart space in a particular direction. I take my time thinking about whether it deserves my love or not. And if some love expressions need some changing, then I change it as well. Upon thinking, I take my time out in order to get in touch with my heart space. I take a lot of time here. For some of you, your rest time is very important to you. That's when you get in touch with your heart space, and that's when you know what you're doing and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. It's like, things might have been working with somebody for a long time, but it has stopped working, and we need those quiet me time in order to realize that, okay, this is not working. What do we need to do? Probably we need to withhold our love energies at this point. So you do that. and it comes from a peaceful place. It comes from a very consolidated understanding about who you are and what your heart space wants and desires. We're taking back to the judgment. Yep. I told you, you express a lot probably to certain people, and it's like, I got, I get hurt. I get hurt. I got hurt. There was a very strong connection in the past, something of the past that you kept giving chances to, that you kept emotionally opening yourself up to. But you're telling me you're not going to do that anymore. I don't think you are. I feel like this is completely new. It's not something of the past. Let me tell you this very clearly. Yeah, the Five of Swords and the World is here. Look at this. The next two cards. So that idea of making things work with somebody of the past, trying to reconnect with the past, trying to keep giving chances with that past specific equation that you had with somebody with a past soul bond has ended. I have ended that cycle. That was self-sabotaging stuff. I don't want to deal with that. There was no relationship that we could have had with this person. And it's like trying to keep bringing the band back together, but the band doesn't fit. But the band does not want to stay together or stick together. So what's the point of trying? And keep trying. So let's not do that. It's a lost cause. And for some of you, that letting go was one of your lessons, huge lessons. I feel like that's why you're so consolidated today. It's a callback, right? The ending is the beginning. It's pointing us to the beginning, is that for you to be this consolidated, that I'm going to entertain new and new only. If I'm confused about some love, I'm not going to look at that. I'm looking towards a strong connection that's solid in its feeling, in its expression. So I'm not going to entertain anything in and out, anything hot and cold, anything that I feel like I can't stabilize. I'm not going to fuss over it for long. I'm not going to fuss over it for long. People need to be decided around me. People need to respect me that way. And for that, I have to respect myself and accept only that which I want to see in my life. And that includes letting go of that equation that keeps wanting to renew things with you, but it doesn't change, it doesn't commit. It's a lost cause. The more we give to it, the more disappointed we get, the more hurt we get, the more pain we collect, the more emotionally rejected. We felt emotionally rejected. It's like we kept on expressing, but we received bupkis in return with the Five of Cups. It's like two people were together in that relationship, but one was doing the most expression, and I'm guessing that's you because, you're here. Once, not once, but twice, all right? While the other person emotionally rejected what they felt towards you, and even if they did not, well, they failed spectacularly to express and be vulnerable and form an emotional attachment with you. So I feel like, and if you're that water oriented, honey, you need emotional stuff, emotional anchoring within people, places, and situations in order to sustain yourself. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Yep, it's a new connection that's arriving at your door, and it's in the form of a collaboration, work, and you soon enough start to get emotionally acquainted with this person, and it becomes very special to the both of you. You start forming easy attachment with each other in terms of Two of Cups. It comes as a work opportunity or probably some sort of collaboration or friendship, and then it turns into a Three of Cups, which is, let's now connect over emotional cups. Let's talk about how we feel about things, right? Over generic stuff. It's nothing too crazy. And then it becomes a Two of Cups, which is, soon enough it becomes the Two of Cups, which is, I care about you. I care about how I make you feel and how you make me feel, and so do you care about me, and we both try to consider each other whenever we connect to each other. We care about each other and how we are making each other feel, and that's commendable. That's pure love, and that's easy sort of love. You cannot question it because it's that easy, honey. Let's see some more. Anything else? I mean, this is perfect. So whoever you are, you hit the jackpot, baby. You hit the jackpot. The Devil, the Page of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you probably used to be curious over those things and people, places, and situations that were not necessarily coming from a healthy place within you. It's like it's that devil talking in you, that, hey, hey Libra, you might want to be curious. Maybe this is changed this time around, right? This person might have changed this time around. Let's figure it out. Let's do it. Let's try and show some curiosity, man. it might have been true. A lot of time has passed and they're approaching me again. So they might have changed, right? They might have changed. The thing is, they haven't. They haven't. And that was our lesson. Time and time again, somebody kept disappointing us. Somebody kept, well, just forming a bad attachment with you. It made you feel bad to even try. It's like I'm open and it's making me feel bad. And I have done it time and time again. It's like an endless cycle that's on loop. Every time you come back around, I open myself up and I feel bad for doing so. I feel stupid for doing so. You know, the star, the moon, the judgment. Yeah, but something might not clear itself up. Something did not want to clear itself in terms of the pathway, the direction. Where are we headed? What are we doing with each other? What is your goal? What do you want? Can you speak for yourself what your desires are? That's the star. But it was under the moon for somebody here, and you cannot, you know, ask anybody to speak their mind, honey, if they're not ready to. If they have so much moon energy attached to them, it seems to me like even their own intentions and desires are a secret to them. They don't even know. So how will they ever tell you? Even if you try to coax it out of them, they might not be able to tell you. They might not even be able to tell you why they keep on coming back around, even when they can't give you anything more solid to work with. So that's why it made you feel stupid. And that was your lesson, that, honey, you're not going to get an answer from this person. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're not going to get an answer. Now, Libra, it's on you to make the decision. It's your judgment call. It's your lesson. It's your direct lesson. You're not going to get any answers. They're going to be elusive about what they desire with you. Whether they desire you or not, even that was in question. The Magician, the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so it took you a lot of strength. You asked for the gods for help, for the energy to leave this behind and commit to leaving this behind. That's why you're showing me committing to new love, because it's committing to leaving the past behind and then committing to new. Exes need not apply. No backseas. That's you directly. Look at this. That's dual you. Oh my God. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. You got the aces of the aces reading, baby. I'm telling you. That's you. The Empress. High functioning energy. You understand your worth now. Over time, you understood how far you're willing to go in love, in life, in glory. You understood your potential with this, regarding this particular connection. They taught you about who you are and how far you're willing to be generous, productive, hardworking in a situation, overgiving, generous, outperforming, you know. And it told you about what your correctness is. Spiritual correctness is to commit to a new beginning, one that's fresh, new. It has new attached to it, you know. So that's all I have for you, Libras. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles is here as well at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. You have to be open to receiving new opportunities, honey. And I feel like, this is amazing reading. So go off, go on your own, honey. You don't need to be here. I wish you well. And that's all I have for you. I hope this helped, and take care.